This is Dr. Lou Cella, sport and performance psychologist. And I had a great conversation last night with a coach who is in the National Wrestling Hall of Fame, but he also happens to be he was an assistant for a former client of mine. That's one of the top stories that I ever had that came out of my football camps, which is the Bayfield, Colorado story. His team won big with a 180-pound offensive line, and he was the right-hand man. And he said, Lou, he goes, 13 years later, he goes, I encourage every young coach possible to run the under-center triple option offense because it helps you control the outcomes of your football program. And the reason why it helps you control the outcomes of your football program, it takes all the pressure off your offensive line. You're done doing anything one-on-one with your offensive line. Everything now is a triple team, or they're going to end up blocking at the second level or the third level, or they're going to end up scooping, which all a scoop block is you block from your crotch through the crotch of the adjacent offensive lineman. So everything's based on point A to point B positioning choreography. And when you take away that need to win one-on-one matchups with the offensive line, when you take away that need for an O-line to have to block a defensive lineman by himself, you take all the pressure off you, your coaches, and your players. Most importantly, your players. But you do take the pressure off you. It's just you're able to breathe and live a better life. Then you can focus on the choreography with the football. You can focus on, the blocker's getting from point A to point B, but everything's so position-based that now you can just focus on ball security and the actual choreography of the center quarterback exchange, quarterback getting the ball to the B, quarterback getting the ball to the A. And the other thing it does too, it takes a lot of pressure off having a throwing quarterback, because you're only going to throw a couple times a game. When Air Force wins, they average 5 passes a game. That's been consistent over the last 5 years. When Air Force wins, they're averaging 5 throws a game. And often they only complete 3 throws a game. So you take so much pressure off your line and your quarterback as a thrower. And here's the thing, you're like, well, that means the quarterback's got to read more. Not so fast, my friend. Last year, Air Force ran midline triple option 5 times a game. They only run it when the read, the guy over the tackle is coming down to take the B back on zone dive. And that's when they'll come back and run it. Now, if they're getting 4 yards running it or more, they don't stop running it. But this takes all the pressure off your offensive line. And that's the number one reason why you're running. You're going to live a better life. You're going to be able to breathe. It's going to take the pressure off your throwing quarterback. You're going to be able to breathe. You're going to be able to control the outcomes of your football program. Because when you can breathe, you're ahead of most high school football coaches. Because most coaches can't breathe. They can't breathe. Because they're so overwhelmed with their circumstances, they've got too many other distractions and discouragements to deal with. I spoke with a coach yesterday. He's disappointed because he's not getting enough kids in the weight room. I said, listen, I've said this for years. You don't lift to win. You win to get kids to lift. And people don't understand what that means. You don't lift to win. You win to lift. So what the point of that statement is, when you're bad, to go from nothing to something, you've got to win to lift. Then to make the jump from good to great and great to elite involves lifting. But right now, you're just trying to become functional, and that's why you're here. And I'm going to get you functional. I get everybody functional if they listen, because you'll get functional. So if you're ready to breathe and you've had enough and you want to control the outcomes of your football program, pick up the phone now and give me a call. Don't wait any longer. The camps, the academy's $997. You get it for 2 years. You'll have your school pay for it. It's not your money. It'll be the best $997 you'll ever spend. You don't believe me? Go to tripleoptionfootball.com/testimonials. Look at all those stories. Hey, go call some of those guys that did testimonials. You'll understand right now that over and over and over, I've helped people not just win, but live better lives because they can breathe. Because they took the pressure off the offensive line and they took the pressure off the quarterback as a thrower. And when you do that, you'll be able to breathe so much better. So if you're ready, go to tripleoptionfootball.com, give me a call, and I'll see you in the next video. We'll talk soon.